Hi, you guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the new trophy wife that goes by the name Isis. Isis has been a huge topic of discussion these past weeks because she recently made a video and said that she found out that her husband was SAing her two daughters that are ages 2 and 4. Isis YouTube channel um, basically revolves around teaching women how to live a hypergamous lifestyle and teaching women how to attract a wealthy man. But it looks like Miss Isis hasn't been following her own advice. And when she first came out with the story, I did feel kind of bad for her. Um until I saw some of these videos. I saw how she met her husband, and I also saw there are also videos circulating around that show her basically neglecting her children and being more worried about filming a video instead of tending to her child. Um, you're gonna see that in a few minutes. I can't say I feel sorry for women that are so desperate for this type of lifestyle because Isis seems like she was very desperate for this whole trophy hypergamy lifestyle, and honestly she's not even living like that for real. And it's just so sad that her poor children had to be involved in this whole situation just because of their mother's selfish antics. Isis is I don't feel like Isis has any trauma like some people are saying. I feel like Isis is just a woman that is materialistic and she's your basic gold digger. A gold digger that has no brain, that is, because I mean, if you're going to be with a rich man, you should at least stack your money up. I mean, this girl has married this man within a week of knowing him. She never even met him face to face. I mean, she proposed to this guy and was also in a relationship at the same time she met her husband or ex husband now. And it's just like, girl, what are you doing? I've never seen someone so desperate. Like, honestly, are you that desperate to not work? It's sad that she has no money and she has to keep going from guy to guy just to be okay. I mean, she has 5 children. I mean, I think this is ridiculous and irresponsible. I find it weird that she's been married for 2 years to this man. I think 2 years or a year. And this woman has absolutely nothing to show for herself. Just designer bags and a car that's from I don't know how many years ago, and trying to make us feel bad that we don't have Chanel bags and other materialistic items like that. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And there are other people who share my same viewpoint. I'm happy because I feel a lot of people are feeling sorry for her, and I don't feel like people should feel sorry for her at all. I feel like this is self induced, and this is what she gets for not doing her proper research. I mean, she doesn't even know the guy. The whole situation is sad. So the next videos are just showing some videos of her basically neglecting her children, like I said, and other people's opinion on her whole situation.
I stayed in situations much longer than I had to because I had children in those situations. So I understand the struggle of that. Definitely.
Okay, So, do you see how she kind of incriminated herself right here? I mean, she basically let us know that she is well aware of what is happening, but because she needs money from these men, because she has children, she stays in situations she knows that she shouldn't be in.
But there's that saying, when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, that's when you'll make a change. And that's very true. So it's just all about whenever you have the courage to do that. Sorry if my house is noisy in the background. I don't know how much you all can hear, but there's so many of us that
So, I'm sorry to say this, but I just think this is absolutely disgusting.
it's just like that. So if you hear stuff in the background, just act like you don't. What else do y'all want to talk about? I don't even know what to talk about. Baby says your video about dating. If you guys can hear my daughter she's upstairs with my husband being cranky. So I just don't know how he was able to get away with it and so sneaky because with my own.
Okay, so people like this, they really irk my nerves because she knew what her husband was doing clearly. Like, I don't understand. Why would you be like, I don't understand how he was able to get away with this when you're literally doing your makeup every time he's doing it?
Own trauma, I watch my kids like a hawk.
This trophy wife lady, let's talk about it. I got so much to say about this situation because there's just so many layers to it. First thing being how desperate a lot of y'all are to become these trophy wives, to be these kept women. So much that you'll put your children's safety at risk in order to try to get it. So she talks about how she met her now husband and how she used to listen to Sprinkle Sprinkle, led her to go on eHarmony, which is already desperate enough. But you go on there looking for this provider. You find this man who you think is Prince Charming. You know why you thought he was Prince Charming? Because you didn't know him. That's why
I feel so many different types of ways about the new trophy wife, everything that's going on right now. Y'all know when I get on this internet, it's very important for me to approach certain situations, and I try to do my best to approach it with love. And I'm not even going to lie, like, it was a little hard to do that today. The bigger picture and what I really, really wanted to talk to y'all about is trauma and desperation. My pastor had literally preached this sermon one Sunday and spoke about what desperation does to you, how it impacts and affects your decision making. And I really feel like this girl was so desperate for a certain lifestyle, to have money, to be a quote unquote trophy wife, that she put herself and her kids in danger. Because for you to allow yourself and your kids to be in a situation where you married a man after only being with this man for a week just because he is providing for your lifestyle, to me, mentally, you cannot be all the way there. Y'all can say what y'all want about love at first sight and all of that stuff, but I feel like when you have kids, you gotta have a different mental. You have to thoroughly think a lot more in depth than if you was just by yourself and alone. I'm not even gonna lie. If I fall in love with somebody, it's love at first sight. I ain't got no kids. Me just putting myself through that situation as opposed to having children and putting them through the situation to where they're now in a home with a man that you don't even know. These kids don't even know. You did no background check, no nothing on this man to know anything. And now that it's coming out that he was SAing his own daughters and the kids, is like, you did that to yourself. And it's so bad because I'm hurting so badly for those kids because I just feel like it's hurtful. And anybody that does anything to kids, I just feel like that's a trigger for me. You deserve the worst punishment completely. The loving part of me is like, number one, what did you go through to make you feel like this type of decision making was okay? Two, are you at all doing anything to work on that? Because girl, you need some therapy. And I'm saying that with love. Everything else, I'm not gonna lie, I'm saying out of just like me being very upset with the situation. But you gotta do some work.
I don't know why people keep saying she needs therapy. Personally, I just feel like she needs to learn how to have a work ethic and get off her butt and work. like the rest of us.
Because apparently she was essayed, she was raped by this husband as well. It's so many things that is just wrong with the situation, and I'm curious to know what y'all think. If I gave some type of information that wasn't 1,000% correct, y'all please let me know in the comments below. But from what I've gathered, these were the facts. I'm just praying for those kids right now, and I just hope that they do not go their lives honestly repeating the same things that they've been through, and I hope that they get the help and love that they need. I'm honestly praying for that girl too, because I feel like she needs help. She needs prayers as well, and for people to not be coming on this internet just attacking her. I know it's hard to when you see kids are being put in danger, but y'all pray for this girl as well. For that man though, you deserve to go to the pits of hell. Another thing that I want to say is be careful who you idolize. Be careful who you get on this internet and take advice from, and you want their lifestyles. A lot of people be living lifestyles that are affirmations. They're not even really living the lifestyle that you see, and you never know what people are really going through and battling when they get home, what type of environments they're in, if they're really happy or not. People get on this internet, and if they feel like something is trending.
And I agree with her because you know what? It's so funny how she took all this advice from Shira supposedly, and now she wants to be baby sprinkle sprinkle or something. Like, girl, you're barely learning. Like, it's like you didn't even learn anything.
They're gonna do it. If they feel like something went viral that they did, they're gonna keep doing it because that's what's paying them, that's what's helping them. I want y'all to know we really need to stop glorifying these people that we see because they are living these quote unquote lifestyles that to us are like, oh my god, I want this so badly. I don't want nobody else's life, nor do I glamorize anybody else's life too and just say like, oh my god, I can't wait till I'm living this. I want the life that God wants for me, and I know that that's going to be an amazing, fantastic, beautiful life. But be careful who y'all are getting on this internet and idolizing. I promise y'all, a lot of things ain't what they seem when you get on this app.
Meant to be smart, not desperate. If you're desperate, don't claim me. I'm sorry, but if you're sitting out there, you learned everything from me. Did you learn how to be smart? Did you learn how not to be desperate? Then you didn't learn from me. You learned from whoever putting clips out on TikTok 30 seconds long. You didn't learn from me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Did you learn from this channel, or did you learn from 30-second clips on TikTok? Because I didn't put those out. You didn't learn from the YouTube channel? Did you learn over here? Did you learn what I said after 30 seconds? Did you hear what I said after sprinkle, sprinkle, or before? Did you hear that? Did you hear when I said stop being desperate? Did you hear when I said don't be a pygmisha? Did you hear when I talked about background checks? Did you hear when I talked about all this other stuff? About not dealing with men if you have kids until they're old and grown enough to speak for themselves and be in school and whatnot. Did you not hear when I said all of that? Because you was not following the real account. Don't blame me. Uh-oh.
Ladies, do not feel sorry for this girl. She has put on her makeup. She's put on her amazing smelling perfume. She's gotten her nails done. She's making money, and she's going to get paid more money too next month, a lot of money, maybe around $20,000 from her viral video on YouTube. All she wants to do is just get back at her husband for what he did, and that includes him trying to leave her. Okay, because why would you have to fight someone?
I just want to say, I think that if this is really true, that she's doing all this because her husband is filed for divorce or whatnot, like she's absolutely crazy. I felt like something was so strange when she came online posting that video. I literally felt like that was supposed to be private and not for all of us to hear. Like, if you have that type of issue with your husband, handle it behind the scenes.
To be with you. And another thing too, the man has been trying to take the kids away from her. Why is it that baby daddy number 2 tried to take his child away from her? Baby daddy number 3 now also wants to take the children away from her. Baby daddy number 1 wants to get the hell away from her. Okay? Yeah, you guys, he wants to get away from her.
Y'all want to sit here and bash the new trophy wife all day, every day, but y'all want to know who y'all don't bash enough for me? It's the women who actually stay in situations like this. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she's right. I do commend her for leaving, but it still doesn't change the fact of what she's doing is absolutely wrong or what she did is wrong.
It's the women who wouldn't have the level of accountability and self-awareness that the new trophy wife had to be able to get up and leave that situation and take ownership. Because aside from a lot of women who don't leave these situations, a lot of them also have no accountability for their part in the traumatic events that took place to their children due to their own decisions, right? There's a lot of women who don't have accountability. But see, y'all just like to kick people when they're down. That's what it is. That's what y'all like to do on this app and in real life. I respect a transparent and accountable woman who is self-aware of her actions and does better moving forward than I will ever respect a couldn't be me type of person. Because let me tell you one thing about life. Life is going to humble you, okay? Life will show you, oh, it actually could be you. You know, you never know. Them words should never come out your mouth. Couldn't be me. Oh, no. She's an accountable woman. She's moving forward accordingly. That's it. I don't want to hear nothing else. Zip it. And then the pick-me's who try to use this as an opportunity to, promote their whole, oh yeah, this is why I don't want no man doing nothing for me. What about the broke men who do this too? Okay? What about the broke men who do the same thing her rich husband did? It's not about the tax bracket. It's about when people are sick in the head. It has nothing to do with are they providing or not? Are they a dusty or not? It has nothing to do with nothing. So stop trying to use it to feed into your delusional pick-me narrative. Stop it. It's not cute and you look crazy. Anyways, that's my rant. The sun is sunning today though.
A few people have asked me about the trophy wife situation going on, and I haven't really commented on it because there's some serious red flags for me. It's really sad, of course, like what happened to her and those kids, but I'm disgusted by several actions on her part because I can see a consistent pattern of her not protecting those children as a mother. The first being that she did not shield her children from this man. She moved and married him fairly quickly. She did not screen this man like she needed to. The second, which is my main issue, is that she revealed the status of her children and what they went through to the entire world. She could have kept that private and protected them, but instead she went on the internet and published exactly what happened to them on her YouTube page. And what really gets me, in her video, she was talking about how she doesn't know what she's gonna do with her channel moving forward.
So when it comes to this, I don't really understand what she meant when she said that, because I kind of feel like, girl, don't you have anything interesting about yourself? Do you know that you're a whole individual outside of your husband? I mean, I used to look at her channel sometimes and I used to wonder, what would she do if her husband is to leave her? Because I hate women who wrap their identity around their husband instead of who they actually are as an individual. But anyway, you guys.
And she did delete all of her other videos and only has her one confession video up, which is at 2.3 million views now. So she should be getting a decent paycheck from that. But she basically exploited her children's trauma for views. And now those girls have to walk around for the rest of their lives wondering if people know about what happened to them. That is disgusting. Who needs enemies when you have a mom like that?
All right, you guys, thank you for tuning into my channel. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.